Hey, and welcome to episode 88 of Philo! Yes, this is the inner Philo. That's because last episode we had our characters finding costumes for the job they wanted, and they were in the Spirit Halloween that took over the Toys R Us. That was the last Toys R Us. So we have with us today, of course, always Miss Robin Fisher, and I'm not going to put you in the little corner. Miss Robin Fisher, who is my co-host and better half, and coming to us from the wonderful Republic of Canada. And then we have our guest artist today, Mr. Teague Teisling, whom I've known for like over 20 years, and got to play with puppies today. How terrible! And so, yes, we're gonna have.
Got paid to play with puppies.
I know.
How do you get paid to play with puppies?
Yeah,
work at a pet store as a dog trainer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way.
And so I'm going to recap real quick just what we did last episode. No, let me do this. Yes, I will do this. Aha! Okay, just what we did last episode was we had Philo find a Pharaoh outfit that's like the cheapest Halloween costume you can find at Spirit Halloween. And then we have Armand dressing up as a capybara. We have our mushroom guy dressing up as Gamera, the kaiju. And then dog is Bones, but also a devil. And then fashion show. So, that's where we left off. So, Teague, do you want to take first panel? Do you want me to take first panel?
I'll go ahead and take first panel.
Okay, awesome. Let me put you up because you deserve to be up if you're first panel.
Hi, King.
So, yeah. Let me pull up chat. Hi, King. How you doing? And so, yes, with first panel, what happens next? Like we had a fashion show, but then what happens? Like, are we gonna have? Oh, is it gonna be like Miss America, where one of them's crowned? I don't know. I just.
Then we need a whole new panel of judges, and we've kind of done that before.
Well, okay. To be fair, like Amy Poehler, 1 year for the Emmys did that, where she had all of her fellow nominees join her on stage, and so they could all act like they were beauty contestants, and
I think they should all act like they're winners, like all of them won.
I would think like fashion show doesn't have to be like a competition. It could be like the start of a parade.
Ooh. Well, we do have the players.
That's a good idea. We've not done that before.
We haven't really shown the rest of the players. And so, we started with that one panel of, everybody. Kay says, I'd say the show was interrupted by a chameleon woman gliding into the auditorium.
All right.
That's incredible.
What I should probably do
Yes.
is show said comments. So then that way we know what's going on. And it's a very crowded screen right now, but that's okay. We can do that. I believe in us. And so, yes. So we're going to have, I guess we can start with maybe the parade of everybody, and then I can do the chameleon woman coming in. And she's naked, of course.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
but she's a chameleon woman. She's gonna have swirling colors on her naked body to try to camouflage herself wherever she's flying
That's
from.
standard for a lot of the parades I've seen.
Yes, and it's a black and white comic, so I get to show color in black and white. So yes, I shall do panel 2. You shall do panel 1, and we'll get started with that. And so yes, how is everybody in today's day and age? Like I said, Teague got to play with puppies today. Tell us about that.
Oh well, I was running what's called puppy playtime, which is basically a little free supervised socializing session for puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sounds
plays with
disgustingly
puppies.
delightful.
It was. It's one of the best parts of the job.
Did you have any weird breeds? Were they all mutts? Like, what'd you get?
Today was just a couple golden doodles and one chihuahua.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did the chihuahua fare?
Started out really timid, and started out really timid, and the two golden doodles one of them was doing a lot of like play bows and stuff, and doing some good body language for it.
Yeah.
The other one was just kept focusing up against the wall, looking at the humans, focusing on the humans, ignoring the other dogs. Just trying to like corral them and try to get them to interact with each other until finally something switched. They started to like sniff around each other, actually checking each other out. And then the one that was just focusing on the humans actually got to playing with the chihuahua. And they just started like really having fun.
Cool.
And it was the one that was doing like the play bows from the beginning that was like awkward the whole way through.
Oh, poor guy.
Like that one had read a lot of books on being friends with people and had never tried.
It knew
what they call a try-hard in the human language.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the come on, wait up, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I realized I forgot. I don't have my robot voice working for me. I have a robot voice on my end. Yeah. Okay.
She just said that she got to hug two of her regular client kitties today.
Aww.
Yeah.
That sounds like such a good job on both your ends. Like you get to train dogs and then Kay gets to house sit other animals. Sometimes dogs, sometimes cats. I think, is it mostly cats, Kay? Or do you also do dogs?
I think it's mostly cats. I'm gonna make
this little... They both sound like excellent ways to spend your time.
Right?
I'm gonna make this little snake on top of Philo's hat, also screaming at the chameleon lady.
Alright, real quick. What was Philo dressed as?
He's dressed as a pharaoh.
Oh, the
I
pharaoh,
feel like now that there's a chameleon lady flying in from somewhere, that there should be some kind of Cirque du Soleil stuff happening.
Okay. So they're like parading into a giant big top, and then the chameleon lady bursts into the giant arena.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. As soon as you say chameleon lady, I think Cirque du Soleil. When I lived in Montreal, it was a very popular thing because that's where it was like invented. And they found at the local library a documentary, and it was a reality TV show. It wasn't a contest. It was, I guess, it was like a documentary, really, but it was reality. And it was about a bunch of people auditioning for Cirque du Soleil, and it was how they put the Cirque du Soleil together.
Oh,
and it was absolutely fascinating because I swear to you, the director didn't even know what he was doing half the time. He was just like, he would go to different countries and find like interesting performers and then try to incorporate them into what he was doing, but there was like no real story. It was like, oh, these tumblers are amazing, okay, we'll just put them in here and this is what they'll be doing. It's not like part of a vision, a cohesive vision. But two of the people that were really interesting is there was this these twin brothers, these blonde twin brothers, and they were acrobats. And they would do that kind of stuff where they'd be hanging from those elastic loops, like the fabric, and then twirling and stuff. And it was insane to see these two performers, and they're identical, and they were just so talented. I think eventually they ended up touring with Britney Spears. Like, they were really good. But that's the
Nice.
thing, like to get into something like Cirque du Soleil, it's not like just like amateur hour, right? It's like these people are insanely talented.
Only dogs once you
would
retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Sorry?
sense. Oh, we're talking about Kay, about what animal she's gonna watch. Probably. Let's see. Okay, so and I'll have the dog looking up. Dog's skull. Yeah, I'm sure the FBI agent that's like checking out my Google searches and stuff is like, what is this girl doing? Like, she keeps looking up dog skulls. Like, what? Why does she keep looking up dog skulls? I don't understand. I don't know why I find that so funny. Yeah, for some reason I just I joke about the FBI agent that they have like watching all my posts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know his name. To me, he'd be like a Travis or something.
Agent Travis.
Yeah, Agent Travis, like Carter, something very white. And
I feel like if you got his last name, that he's not that good at the whole like secret surveillance thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I imagine that he's just, it's like, you gotta watch this girl. She doesn't like the man who wants to be king, right? And then and then it's like the guy's just like, dude, she's an artist.
It's even worse. The man who wants to be king hates artists.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not a threat. I'm the last thing. I don't know. I just
I mean, you're not like some super powerful like late night comedian.
Oh my. Yeah, it's almost like
terrifying people.
It's almost like I've sold jokes to those places.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Scary. Scary. I've had contacts with comedians. The life. Yes, the famed brownie recipe. Yes, very good. Very good. I feel. I don't know. I know. I probably shouldn't talk politics because again, Travis doesn't appreciate it.
Fair.
Because then he has to do his job. Then he's got to like write it down, make a report. I don't know. He's got to then research you guys. Like, oh gosh, I gotta look up these other artists and figure them out. Yeah. But I don't know. I can't keep quiet with everything that's happened.
Yeah.
I just can't. It's pissed me off to no end.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I will stop there. I don't want it taken over the show. Yeah. Anyway, I am drawing him kind of shocked at this turn of events.
Oh my goodness.
How's yours coming along?
Mine's coming along. Ish, yeah. I'm a third, I guess.
Oh, I got a ways to go. So yeah, you're not rushing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I have an amazing recipe for pecan pie, chocolate pecan pie. And so Ian's birthday is in December. It's December 26th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he hates it. And so because it's December 26th, pecan pie was always very popular around that time of year and stuff. And so he always preferred pecan pie instead of like birthday cake. And so I promised him 1 year I would make him a pecan pie, and it took me like 11 years to make it. And when I finally made it, I made this chocolate pecan pie, and he's like, "This is the new tradition. Is this chocolate pecan pie?" And so I have to make it every year. And
Nice.
so far I've only missed 1 year since I've been making the chocolate pecan pie. So
Nice.
yeah. See, Travis, we're not all dangerous. But yeah. See, okay, I'm trying to like figure out where, like, I suppose the if you have a headband on a skull, it would go kind of behind the cheekbone.
Yeah, I'd have to. That'd be the only anchoring thing to keep it from slipping right off the head.
Yeah, so I would think, like, if it went over,
Because you couldn't even do one of those ones that ties around the head.
Oh, you're doing a headband. I did a hood.
Oh, you did a hood? Oh,
It's so much easier.
it's Philo. It's okay. It works.
Yeah, hood makes more sense.
Yeah. No, I did a headband, but again, it's Philo. It's okay. It's different interpretations of the same character. As long as the visual shorthand reads, we know that is the dog. We know that's the dog.
That skeleton with horns and a cape is the dog.
Is the dog. Is the dog. We know that. Yes. Okay, now I have to figure out how to draw this chameleon lady, this naked chameleon lady, and I'm gonna give her eyelashes so that we know she's a chameleon, or that we know that she's a lady. Of course she's a chameleon. We know that.
I mean, all you really need to do to show that she's a naked chameleon lady is 2 eyes and 2 nipples on the wall.
Oh no, she's getting sensor bars.
Oh, okay, so just 2 sensor bars across a plain wall that looks completely normal.
Oh.
She's a chameleon.
Well, I had an idea of what I was gonna do, and so I kind of like your idea. Maybe I'll do that for the next time I draw her. But
I like that pixelated, because then it almost looks like it's part of her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a pixelated silhouette there.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I had an idea of what I was gonna do. So I was going to do the lines black and white, but do the shading like she's not there. And so that's how I was gonna handle it. And so yeah. Different interpretations of the same problem.
Yeah. Like a hood versus a headband.
We have, kind of a moment, kind of a quiet moment. I'm trying to get my guest list back up for Philo, and getting guests again, and I've been reaching out to people, and there was people that I had lined up that I wasn't able to get to when I had my like mini hiatus.
Yeah.
Elliot S. Maggin is going to be our guest next week.
Nice.
Ooh.
And so Elliot S. Maggin, if you're not sure who he is, he was a Superman writer way back in the 70s. And so he wrote a story called World Without a Superman, which was one of the first kind of what if ideas of what if Superman wasn't there, and then all these events that happened in the DC universe, what would have happened without Superman, right? Like Lex Luthor would have won, and you would have had Darkseid take over the Earth and all these sorts of things. And it was so well written that they actually like talked about it on the news. Like Walter Cronkite talked about this story, and he has broken into books. He wrote the novelization version of Mark Waid's Kingdom Come. He has written for DC Comics, Marvel, Image. He is an amazing writer. I'm very blessed and privileged to have him, and so he's going to be our guest next week, and I'm super excited. And so we're going to be focusing kind of more on story next week, I think.
Okay.
And, because he's more of a story-based guest, and so that's, I don't know, I'm excited. Like, people who know comics at a certain age, I think, kind of know who he is, but it's interesting because the young kids don't. The young kids don't know who he is, and they're like, I don't know. maybe I'm wrong. There's probably
kids today don't know their comic history.
Well, they have to learn it. I can't. There's so much history. There's so much stuff out there. I realize I can't chastise anyone for not knowing something or not having seen something, right?
Yeah.
It's like I hated it when I was in college and someone's like, "What do you mean you've never read Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?" And it's like there's thousands of books that you're quote unquote supposed to read. That's just one I haven't gotten to yet, and you're hi Scott. And so you can't chastise someone for not knowing something, especially if they're willing to learn. It's that willful ignorance, that wall there, that's when I'm like, but if somebody's like, "Ooh, who's this person?" Oh, what did they do? Right? Then it's like, oh yeah, here, let me introduce you to this awesome person's work. Yeah. Or like this history event that you didn't know about, or whatever it is that like the person didn't know about, or a movie, right? I was talking to a kid the other day, and I mentioned The Thing, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Mm-hmm. And The Thing is actually a remake from The Thing from Another World. It's like one of the first remakes, and this kid had never heard of it, never even heard of The Thing, right? He'd seen the Drew Struzan poster, right?
Yeah,
and that was his only exposure to The Thing. But he didn't even know it was a movie. He thought it was a video game. And I'm like, well, there is kind of a Thing video game, but like the movie's so good. And so I'm like, you're in for a treat. I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it, right? And I haven't heard back from him, but it's like, I can't be mad at him for like never seeing that movie. You know how old he was? 14. I can't be mad at him.
You're right. If they don't have like an older sibling or an uncle or aunt or somebody like cluing them into this stuff, it's hard for them to find out.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, if someone's like, "What? I haven't seen blank yet?" It's like, yeah, because there's so much freaking media out there that you can't absorb it all. For osmosis. you have to like seek it out. And so I don't know. It's just I couldn't be mad at this kid. And
no.
He was so excited to find out about a horror movie, and it's like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, you're either gonna hate it or you're gonna love it. Either way, it's an amazing movie. And I don't know, if people hate horror movies, don't watch that movie. That's all I gotta say.
Fair.
Do you hate horror movies?
I will never watch it.
Yeah, if you hate horror movies, don't watch that movie.
I don't hate them. I respect them, actually. It scared the living crap out of me, so I'm not going to watch them.
Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't say hate horror movies, but if watching horror movies is not pleasurable to you, don't watch that movie.
You're not comfortable with horror movies.
Yeah.
No, not comfortable. You can give me the winner.
But I love watching that movie in two different ways. I love watching it from the perspective of, yes, okay, this is a creature from another world that's trying to invade Earth, and we can't let it escape, and who's going to be the thing, and definitely the way that you're supposed to watch it, right?
Yeah.
But I also love watching it from the perspective of the thing, of a scared creature that crash landed on Earth, has only been treated badly, been picked at and shot at and drilled at, right? And we don't know what happened at the Norwegian camp.
Yeah.
Right? We
Okay,
just
this
know that
sounds exactly like District 9. I'm not saying. Okay, I should rephrase that. District 9 sounds like the thing.
I'm thinking it sounds more like one of those revenge movies.
Well, what it is if you watch it from the perspective of the thing, the humans are the monster.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what District 9 was about.
What I mean, revenge movies or like a survival movie. Like, have you seen the trailer for They Will Kill You?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it looks so good. Basically, standard, really wealthy people have this whole human sacrifice thing.
Yeah.
They built a whole hotel for it, made it into a whole death trap, and so they plan to sacrifice this maid they just hired, and they got her trapped, they got her cornered, and it looks like they're gonna get her, but then she unrolls this huge leather bundle she has where she grabs a sawed-off shotgun, blows one of them away, and then gets into this whole intense fight scene that's just gorgeous. And yeah, it starts out as horror movie, turns into bloody action movie.
Along that same line, have you heard of a movie coming up called Send Help? So
I don't think so.
It's an Elon Musk type. His name is totally an Elon Musk anagram, right?
Yeah.
And he and his personal assistant crash land on a desert island. His private jet crashes, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, "You got to do this. You got to do this. I'm your boss, right?" And then she realizes she's the one with all the skills.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I'm curious to see what they do with that premise. Yeah. I'm just curious.
No, yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, so it's called Send Help, and it's coming out. I think it's going to come out to theaters. Pretty quick. I don't know. Oh, probably go thinner with that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do a line back here so it looks like we're looking through the chameleon. Yeah, let me put mine in the main window so people can see it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any art projects you're working on right now?
At the moment, no. I'm just focusing on my job as a dog trainer and my job working at a dog food store.
Ooh, dog food store.
Yeah, and that one is really easy. It's just really good quality product, so I really don't feel bad at all about gushing about it.
Yeah.
And it's high end, so it's most of the day, I'm just sitting around there because I get all the. Okay, so what it is, it's fresh, local, kitchen-made dog food.
Ooh.
Yeah, just food for dogs.
Nice.
Yeah, and so basically, when the orders come in from the kitchen, I just parse them out and send deliveries or put them away for pickup, and then a lot of the days just hanging out, so I can really start spending time drawing again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so happy
Good.
to hear that. Oh, good. Oh, awesome. Like, did it start with like little sketches for your coworkers and stuff?
Oh, what? Oh, no. This is just like giving me more time.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is when you said you were drawing again, did it start with little sketches for your
Oh,
coworkers and stuff?
there's no coworkers. It is
Oh.
just me in that store for hours.
Mm.
Wow. That's perfect. Perfect
Right?
position
Exactly.
for drawing.
Exactly.
Awesome. That sounds like the perfect job for an artist.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's put this foot in front, so it looks like you can see through the foot. Yeah. This. We'll put that one in front of the foot, and so then it's like, okay. There we go. I'll call that. Maybe no. Maybe I'll give him. I think I'll give him like just highlights. You know, just so it's a little easier to like make him out. Just highlights.
Yeah, really?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I wish I was able to get like really good food for our cats.
Yeah.
How long do you have on your panel?
Well, okay, so I want to fit in one more on there, so it's going to be a bit for me.
Okay,
Who
so
else was in there, and what
take...
were they dressed as?
Let me go reference my other panel. I will put myself in the main screen so that you can see, and then let me shut that down and then go down here. So we have
Yes, Armand as capybara.
As a capybara, and then and you have the
Yeah,
mushroom.
I got
Okay.
Gamerathulu. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Armand was the capybara. Okay, so I will do panel 3. And I'll stick you in the main thing. So what happens after the chameleon shows up?
Is she alone, do you think? Or do you think there's someone with her?
We were talking about circus.
Target, you said?
Well, we were talking about a circus.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like other little chameleons flying in after her?
Like... Go ahead.
A whole army of chameleon ladies?
Okay.
Like it looks like that's the beginning of the show. It's just a bunch of empty hang gliders flying around each other. At least in the audience, that's what it looks like.
Is it a bunch of empty hang gliders?
They're there. It's not our fault we can't see them. They're really good at camouflage.
That's what I'm saying. Is
You know, it'd be really funny. I could just see this is a job, right? And so their manager is pissed because he can't see them, so he doesn't know if they're actually working or not. But they are. But yeah, I could just see him yelling at them. I just thought that was funny.
Most of them are. There's a couple just outside having a cigarette while their hang gliders are just tied to the ceiling, so they're just spinning in circles.
That's excellent. Me, anyway.
Let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our team down here. Our team down here.
He wants to know who identifies as a chameleon. A naked
we
flying
accept,
chameleon lady.
yeah, we accept all kinds here.
Yeah.
Yes. Including those who identify as chameleons. Okay, and then let's see, what was it? And then dog. Dog is Bones.
Devil Bones.
Yeah, Bones, and then my dog costume has a little cape like on it, and then it has the headband with the horns, right?
Yeah.
And then the end of the tail has like the spade.
That's great.
Yeah, so now I gotta draw a bunch of hang gliders. Okay, sure, why not? It's Philo. We can do
Or
this.
you could have them tumbling in little blurry circles. Because it's a circus, right? Maybe that's why they're behind her, because they're slower, because they're just tumbling everywhere.
I mean, I could definitely see that sort of performance. Like you see one leaf fall down, and then more fluttering leaves, and then they all just dance together. It's a whole Fantasia scene.
Yeah, exactly.
I could see that being.
You can draw that, right, Amber?
That
should be no
could draw
problem.
that giant production number.
Well, it's 3 minutes. I can draw that. Yeah.
3
absolutely.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes of playtime.
On that note, I have a book, Artists on Comics, comic art, right? And they're talking about the art in Watchmen, right? You know that double page spread, like the only double page spread in Watchmen of the alien in Times Square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That took him the whole month to draw.
Holy cow.
He
AJ
kept going
Given.
with it. He'll work on another page, and then he'd go back to it. And then he'd work on another page, and he'd go back to it.
I get that. That's smart. Doing that all in one go would not end up as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd start to kind of blur to you, right? Because you'd just be spending too much time looking at this giant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also uses the method, because I want to say it was Gibbons who did the art.
Yeah, Dave Gibbons.
Yeah, he also utilized the method that, like, if you're working on a book, right? Or you know, even if it's monthly or whatever, you take one day and you do all the hands. You take another day and you do all the heads. You do another day and you do all the buildings, right? That way, if you have a bad drawing day, it's consistent throughout the book. And maybe if your good drawing day, all your hands look awesome, but maybe your buildings don't look that good. But like, no one's gonna.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, well,
that's a very interesting system.
Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons why the art is so consistent in Watchmen. The only thing that Gibbons was upset about not getting consistent in it is the first time you see the kid reading the comics at the newsstand. It's a different kid than the rest of the series.
Oh, that would bother me so much.
You have to go back and check that.
Because it's like I want to say it's like a black kid for most of the series, you know. But that first time you see a kid, he's not being spoken to or anything. He's just in the foreground, and then I believe Rorschach's in the background walking with a sign. And it's just this little shot where you just see him at the newsstand, but he just drew a kid, you know. And this is before Alan Moore said we should focus on that kid, and then he came up with a design for the kid, but it had already been printed.
Yep.
Yeah. So as an artist, it's one of those little things where you look back and you're like, Oh, you can do it, Scott. I believe in you. You know, it's the best way to draw.
I had an art teacher that swore that the trick to drawing well is just staring a lot at what you're drawing.
Yeah.
And then you get to know it. And then it's easier to draw.
Yeah. Let's see.
That was Mr. Tadashore. His first name was literally Art.
Nice.
My art teacher, Art Tadashore.
It's like he knew what he was going to do.
Yeah, well, in the same high school, my English teacher said that. He said that he believed that your name was like an anagram for what you were supposed to do. Because his last name was Sosha, and he had rearranged it to be is coach, and he was like a coach, a sports coach, also teaching English terribly.
I mean...
We read Stone Angel by Margaret Lawrence. Oh, that's Canadian. You wouldn't know that. But then he made us watch Fried Green Tomatoes, and I was just kind of like, okay.
I feel like that whole theory falls apart really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, what's Steven an anagram for?
And
then why isn't everyone named Steven in the same job?
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Magic Marmot. Well, practice is the same thing. Like, you're staring and you're drawing, but it's just looking a lot at what you're gonna draw as you're drawing it.
Oh yeah, that's actually why people are so critical of faces and hands, because we pay so much attention to those features that we become such good critics of it long before we even pick up a pencil to try drawing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was also a big fan of the upside down. When you draw something upside down, so that it's not like the actual shapes and stuff stand out more, not your brain's not filling in what it thinks it sees, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can only do that really with photographs, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
you can't do it like observation from life, like the sight size mesh method where you're holding it up and you're doing this. You know, that's the best way to learn to draw from life. And so if you're like the method of turning it upside down or reversing it, you know, of like flipping it horizontally or that sort of thing, you can really only do with like pictures. And so yeah, it's hard to it's hard to do it like in your head.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a nice little way to check on, like, if I'm drawing something off, I would notice if I just, like, reversed left to right the image, or maybe reversed up to down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check on it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do an art cheat here because we are working digitally, and I'm going to draw one really good chameleon flying, and then I'm just going to drop it in multiple times.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we have technology. So why would I deny myself ease of technology?
I'm just thinking of that specific Fantasia 2000 short.
Oh, which one?
The first one, where is it explaining, like, you know, you have the storytelling songs, and then like such the songs, and then the abstract songs, and it was like an example of the abstract one.
2000, I don't remember as well as the original Fantasia.
Well, no, it wasn't.
I don't think I know the 2001 at all.
Oh, it has this beautiful sequence of these whales flying. Donald as Noah is amazing. My favorite gag in the whole thing is when the ducks walk by. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so he's Noah, right? And they're playing that college song of dun, dun,
yeah, Pomp and Circumstance.
Yeah, they're playing that song because it's a march, right? And so they have all the animals marching up on the ark, right? But because it's two of every animal, they have two ducks going up the ark, and then Donald just kind of has an existential crisis for a minute because he's a duck.
Yeah, I know, I get it. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Such a good game.
It's just
Yeah.
stupid. It's so stupid. I love it.
It has my favorite, like, of either Fantasia sequences, the Rhapsody in Blue one.
Oh, Rhapsody in Blue is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Al Hirschfeld art style. Oh.
Yeah. That, I believe that was my introduction to that piece of music. Was Fantasia 2000. So I actually have to say, yes, I do remember that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it in theaters, and I was surprised to find out later on that it like bombed in theaters.
Yeah, but so did the original.
Yeah, that's because people don't understand art.
It's also because he only allowed it in like 10 different theaters that would completely refurbish their audio systems to match his vision.
Who's his vision? Who are you talking about? Who did it?
Walt Disney.
Yeah, Walt
Disney was
Disney.
still alive in 2000?
No, the original.
No, we're talking about the original.
Okay, I thought we were talking about Fantasia 2000.
Also, the original Fantasia was also Technicolor.
I knew the original Fantasia was Walt Disney.
Yeah, but it was also Technicolor too, and so it had the Technicolor. What's her name? She was the one who went over all the movies that were Technicolor to make sure they were using the right processes and stuff. And she stopped production several times during production to say, like, you're using the wrong paint, right? And because they were like photographing it, and like they wanted, like, the goldfish sequence, they had to restart the goldfish sequence because the paint that they were using was coming up too pink. And so, but she's Miss Technicolor, she knew why, and so she's like, you're using the wrong paint, you have to use this paint instead.
Nice, because that would have really shown up in that piece.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just, I forget her name, but she was like the Technicolor lady.
Yeah. Yeah, the color director.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't know specifically. But yeah, I'm ready for the third panel.
Oh, you're ready for...
Interestingly enough, it was Disney's nephew co-produced the Fantasia 2000.
Yeah, Roy Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Roy Disney Jr., that's right. Oh man, I remember I was actually working at Disneyland when he tried to have his uprising, the whole disappointed movement. Like, he tried to convince, like, just bring all the shareholders over to his side for, like, a whole takeover.
Yeah. Yeah, I
think it
remember
was
that.
Iger, yeah.
But, I mean, he was trying to also...
No, I was definitely on his side.
Yeah.
He was there for, like, the like, quality and integrity of the art. Yeah.
Let's see. Oops. No, where was it?
Yep, they revived his frozen head for the new one. Nice. Well, yeah, his head was in one of the icebergs in the whale scene.
You know, I think that his head was probably revived a long time ago, but it's just like, it has like tentacles, like that it walks on around.
Oh, yes, little spider legs or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or it floats on like one of those things that like Yoda rides in like the Star Wars movies. Yeah, so that's what I would my guess would be.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready for panel 4.
Yes, you're ready for panel 4. I don't know what panel 4 is going to be. I'm doing a bunch of chameleons flying down.
Yes. Big start of the show.
Yes. So I guess they would start performing.
Oh dang! I've never seen.
You could pan to an audience, like do an audience shot.
Oh, you're gonna give him an audience shot?
Well, we
Like,
gave
who's
you the big
watching it,
performance
and
number.
What are our people doing right now? I mean, or you could just show one or two of our people reacting to this.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like, what is Armand doing right now? Maybe he knows one of these chameleon ladies.
Oh yes, he recognizes one of them.
Wait, is it an ex of Armand's?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. It's an idea.
Oh, I like this.
Let's see. Oh, because the thing is we've had all of Philo's love drama. We haven't really gotten into Armand's.
No.
Right?
Well, peripherally, because he's involved with Philo right now.
Yeah.
That's where the drama comes from. So what should I say? Ex-partner, ex-lover, just ex?
I would say just ex. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all exes. They're all exes, Scott. Oh, Armand, you slut.
I don't think he's like that. I think he was just in a really, 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 really big polycule.
Well, okay, maybe he, had an experimental phase and, decided that polyamory wasn't for him. And it just happened to be with all these chameleons during his time with the circus.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What did Armand do for the circus?
What did?
Oh, that would be a good flashback.
Wait.
Exactly.
We had him as a bartender in the beginning.
Is he a juggler?
No, I don't see as a juggler. What I see as one of the buskers going through the stands, handing out popcorn and stuff like that, right? Like those people travel with the circus too, right? The vendors.
Yeah.
And so like he would still be with the circus. He's just a working man. I don't know.
I mean, I can also see him as a clown just because I like the visual of him taking like 7 different long balloons at once and just instantly making a balloon animal.
Oh,
which is incredibly complex.
What if he started out as a vendor and then he needs to fill in for the clown because the clown got
sick? Yeah.
And then that's how he met them.
Right.
So we would have to do it in a flashback, where like Armand sees his exes and then it all
so it should be a panel where you have like Armand's eyes just going because he's just like, oh shit, I haven't seen her in forever, or
that's why I'm grabbing that easy panel.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing: do they even know that Armand's there yet? I don't think that
oh,
he's
no.
registered because he's in a costume.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I just have to get my food.
Yeah, because I think Armand's in a costume. Let's see. I have to look up the capybara again. Oh darn! I have to look up capybaras to get the shape of their head right. And then we'll have like. I'll have like giant eyes. He's like, oh no. Oh no. I'll give him like worried eyes. doesn't look anything like what I want. Let's see. And then I'll have the head come down like this, and then he's like hiding his head. How's your panel coming?
It's all right.
Panel is panel.
Hey.
You're not doing much caricature work these days?
Oh no, caricature I'm sticking with for the summer, and in the winter months I'm doing the dog stuff.
I would say the dog stuff probably pays better, right? Or it just
Well, I mean the dog stuff is like basically retail paycheck plus commission from the classes.
oh, okay.
Yeah, whereas caricature, that's like sort of commission from like really busy, profitable work.
Yeah.
It would be, if I could do it year round, it'd be profitable, but it's more of a seasonal busyness thing.
I
Like,
understand.
Mall Santa.
I understand.
Yeah, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, the summers were very big for children's entertainment when I did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, it's the summer and the holiday season, but those are both out right now.
mm-hmm. Unless you're in Australia.
Ooh.
There's lots of places that are warm right now, yeah.
Yeah, the big thing in Australia during Christmas is to go swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because it's summer down there. Like people, it's very common as a Christmas present to receive like pool toys and stuff, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I think it was
Yeah.
Mushroom kind of looks like an egg because I'm drawing him from behind, so we see mostly the shell. So I'll draw like the little gloves so that we know it's him.
What was that?
What, the mushroom?
No, what Robin was holding up.
Oh, it's it's a company called Penix, and it came with my food. It's like a New Brunswick fried chicken place, and this is their snowballs, which is like coconut covered marshmallows with chocolate, but they come with like little faces on the plastic. It says it was established in 1890, and their address is in Glasgow, Scotland.
Nice.
But they have like all these little faces on them. So is this showing one of the faces? There's the face there.
Aww. Aww. It's cute.
There's, I guess, the whole family of snowballs. So yeah, it was unexpected. I did not expect my dessert to arrive with faces. That's pretty cute. Nor did I expect it to be such a... I don't know what... I don't want to say patriotic. What is it?
Wholesome.
A cultural dessert. I didn't realize it was going to be such a cultural dessert. So Scottish.
Patriotic, I guess, would be kind of a good word for it if it's like, we love our country.
Yeah.
The Warhammer store that's local to the area that we frequent because that's Ian's job now.
Yeah.
The guy who works it, his name is David. He's from Scotland. He's from Glasgow, and so
nice.
he has like the perfect accent.
Nice.
Ask him if he likes panic snowballs.
I will ask him next time I see him. Next time I go in there. But yeah, like the little part of me that had a crush on Ewan McGregor is like, oh, it's that accent. Yeah, I'll draw them with just the highlights on them. And I put myself in the big window because I'm shading right now.
Oh, no. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure people won't mind if I draw in the big window for a minute.
Oh, no. Absolutely.
Unless people mind, then I can put up Teek's art, because Teek's an amazing artist, and I appreciate having you on the show. Thank you very much for coming on the show short notice.
Oh, no, thanks for having me.
And,
I always have a good time here.
Well, yeah, it's fun to draw from random suggestions from the internet. I did not know that we were going to have a bunch of chameleons coming out of the sky today.
Lady chameleon polycule that used to be involved with Armand.
Yes. Because Armand, you know what? Maybe the chameleons, they're all in a polyamorous relationship together.
Mm-hmm.
And then they included Armand.
Oh, I thought that's what I went with.
I thought that was kind of given.
No,
yeah.
I thought they were all separate, and then he was just juggling chameleons.
Oh, he was.
No, I got the impression that he just joined them all. They all liked him. He was
the hub of the wheel.
You got the impression that they were all giving him the eye from across the room, going, "We like your vibe."
Exactly, and they invited him in.
Okay.
They're chameleons. Okay, maybe I get this idea because one of my favorite kids' books was called A Color of Our Own. And it's about a chameleon who's really sad because he doesn't have his own color. And they're like, tigers are always orange and black, and pigs are always pink. Like, everybody has their own color, and he doesn't. So he then decides to sit on a leaf because he's like, I'll just stay on this leaf forever, and I'll be this one color for the rest of my life. But he doesn't realize the leaf is going to change color with the seasons. And then when April rolls around and everything's gray and fleshy and dead, he's just depressed, right?
Yeah.
And then one day he meets another chameleon. And he asks the other chameleon, like, will we ever have a color of our own? Like, everything has all their own colors. And will we ever have our own color? And the other chameleon goes, no, we'll never have our own color. But if you stick with me, we will be the same color together always.
Aww.
And I just think that's one of the sweetest stories you can imagine. So that's why I kind of think that all these girl chameleons are like together in love.
They're together in love. Let's do that, and then let's go like that, and let's go a little darker. Little darker. All that stuff. Okay. All right, and now we can do this, and this will probably look a little better. There, it stands out a little bit better. Oh, that's a cute story. One of my favorite kids' books when I was growing up was A House is a House for Me,
Mm-hmm.
which was about the fact that everything has a place for it, that like one of the rhymes I remember is a hole is a house for a mole or a mouse, but a house is a house for me. And we'll get Robin back in a second. She's having connection issues. See? I told you we'll get her back. Give me a second.
My phone, my other phone was overheating. It's so hot, like it's burning, and it wouldn't continue. I'm using this phone. This one might cut out because I'm using my Wi-Fi because this is my old phone.
Okay. Yeah,
And
if you drop out,
fluctuating.
if you drop out, that's fine. I understand.
I'm gonna do my best to not touch anything and hope it keeps.
Yeah, so all the chameleons are in kind of a chameleon poly community, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Unity.
like they just don't like boy chameleons?
I mean, you don't know that there isn't boy chameleons in there.
There's probably some boy chameleons back at the circus.
Yeah. I mean,
And maybe Armand was involved with them as well.
And what if there's a boy chameleon sitting in front of a girl chameleon? How would you know?
I suppose that's true. They're,
That's a really good
and there's
question.
probably some vague chameleons in there.
I think it's a really hard thing, actually, apparently, to tell between them. I recall that for some reason. Let me see if I can look it up on my overheated phone. Male versus female. Chameleon.
I mean, I was just...
have different colors. Like different sizes. I know female chameleons are a lot smaller. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I was just trailing off. Usually, whenever anyone asks what sex one of the chameleons is, I always just go grab another coworker.
Yeah. And just be like,
Yeah, I'm the dog trainer. I'm gonna go find someone else.
Well, I mean, with you, it's easy because you just lift up the tail.
So apparently, males just have bumps on their back of their hind legs.
Yeah, it's something odd like that.
Yeah. But with dogs, all you have to do is just lift up the tail, and then
yeah.
Oh, you're a boy dog.
Yeah. Just offer belly rubs, then they'll tell you.
Yep. Well, it depends on the dog. Some dogs are, you have to earn their trust before they're gonna here's my belly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So dang, how awkward is this meeting going to be once all the ladies realize that he's down there?
We still got to figure out what he's doing for panel 4. We haven't figured that out yet.
Well, we didn't do the flashback, right? Aren't we doing some kind of flashback to show?
Or no, you already finished panel 4, didn't you? Because you did the eyes.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Just a close up and then panel.
Yeah, then you're on panel.
5.
You're on panel 5 actually.
Yeah.
And then I'll do panel 6.
So I'll be starting the flashback, or is that? Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you're doing the flashback then. I kind of see Armand in the middle of it with his tentacles around all these chameleons.
Yeah.
Right? Like you know what I mean? Like
He's
just a happy Armand with a cigarette out of
and one
mouth. He doesn't because you don't want to put it where the mouth is, and we don't
not a
don't put
with a
fake mouth on top. Yeah. Wait, I think I have fur, feathers, wings, buildings. I have buildings. I can do a whole row of buildings. Oops, that doesn't help me.
So I joined the Jesselnick book club.
What happens in the Jesselnick book club?
Anthony Jesselnick tells you to read a book, and then you read it. And if you have any questions or anything you want to say about it, you email him, and then he talks about it later.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The one kind of cool thing that happened to me this week is I got an email back from a musician and author and just like amazing cool human Henry Rollins.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a website, and he used to have this list on his website that was like everything he'd ever done, and it wasn't on there. They just updated the website, and I couldn't find the list. And so I emailed the webmaster, and I was like, hey, there used to be this list. I know all the people around Henry Rollins, works really hard. It's not just him, and if you can find it, it'd be awesome. It was just a man's life listed, and I used to use it to win arguments and inspire myself and all these sorts of things. And, just like, I would suggest bringing it back to the website, right? Well, Henry Rollins himself found it on a old laptop for me and responded himself and sent me the list. And he's like, it still needs to be updated. There's some voiceover work that I haven't put on there, but, here you go. And so I have the list. And it's awesome. It's this long list of like literally everything he's ever done. Every publication, every interview, every album that he's ever put out, every
nice.
voiceover thing, every time he's ever acted in something. It's just this list of his life. And it, like, at first I thought it was just his webmaster that got back to me, but then when I realized it was from his email, and when he's like, hey, Henry here, it was like, oh my gosh, that's actually Henry Rollins responding back to me, It's just, it was cool. It was cool to
That is very cool.
Yeah, it was a cool fan moment, So yeah, I like, part of me wants to show off the email, but I don't want to dox his email address,
Oh, that's absolutely fair, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have an edited photo ready to go with like all that information blurred out.
Yeah, exactly. And
Redacted.
maybe next week I'll do that, and then I'll have the list, and I can show you guys like the list that he got me.
Nice.
Scott thinks that the panel with Armand with the babes should be in a hot tub with daiquiris.
Ooh,
Hot tub
good
with
addition.
daiquiris.
Yes. Thank you, Scott.
Daiquiris. Yeah, because Armand would be classy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's not a Bud Light person.
I don't think he's a player at all. Like, I think he's a true loving gentleman.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, I think that, like, when they kind of like, we like your vibe, he never experienced this before, of having this much interest in him.
Yeah.
Also, I think if they have a zillion, trillion, million babies, I think that they can totally love, like, 25 Chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chameleon. I had to do it. I had to.
They're apparently really hard to keep.
They are. They're. I had a friend who used to keep lizards and like snakes and amphibians and stuff in high school, and every chameleon he ever had died.
Oh.
But the thing is like, that's what he does for a living now. Is he works at a zoo, with their reptiles and with their snakes and stuff. And when you were like 6 years old and they like brought a snake to school, and they're like, hey, here's a snake. He's that guy. now.
Oh, he's a snake guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he also, like, this is a monitor lizard, this is a Gila monster. You know, he does other things besides snakes, but he
does
that
the
guy
whole snake show.
Yeah, but he introduces kids and stuff to the snakes and
The reptile.
The reptiles, and kind of, you know, lets them know that these are cool animals that exist on this planet that we share with them. And, you know, they're not always
that we're slowly losing all of. So you might as well show them while you can.
Well, you know, we're trying. You know, if you can get people interested in them, then they don't want to see them disappear, right?
Well, unfortunately, people are only interested if they're cute.
That's what's really sad. In California, there's the California condor, right?
Yeah.
And California condor has been a protected species for a long time. But one of the threats to its health is a mite that only lives on the California condor. It exists nowhere else in nature, right? And it is literally called like the California condor mite or something like that, right? And so they were doing things like eradicating this mite, and they realized like the condor populations were like not getting healthier eradicating this mite, right? That's because the condors eat the mites, right? And so they because they were thinking this isn't like a bad species, they didn't think about where it was in the food cycles, in the ecosystem, right? And it raised this debate in California, I want to say in the early 80s, of like, which animals do we save, right? Are we only saving the cute ones, right? Because it's like this mite is this ugly little mite, but it was so important to actually the health of the condor. Even though it was like, you know, if they had a really bad infestation, it could affect their health. Most of the condors had a low infestation, and when they would pick through their feathers and stuff, they were eating the mites. So it's just interesting. We got 15 minutes. Do you think that's enough time to do it for you to finish a panel?
Oh, this is enough time for me to finish this one, yeah.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to put you in the main window. I have them all coming down.
That looks excellent. I love how you do Armand's eyes. Those are my favorite kind of eyes.
Oh, with the little spikies.
Well, they're on the side.
Yeah, they're on the side. Yeah. And also, this is in the past. This is a flashback. So did you put captions on your last two panels?
Armand recognizes an X, many X's, and Parade.
Okay, excellent. I appreciate that. Thank you for
So I don't have one for this yet.
Okay, I always thought the secret to drawing well is a lot of practice. Let's see, we saw that in a hot tub with daiquiris. Okay, that's where we're at. All right. Yeah, let's see if I can fit another one. That's what, panel 5?
This one is panel... Yeah, so this one is panel 5.
Yeah, Magic Marmot is crashing. It's okay. If you need to leave, that's okay. I understand. It's late at night. Everybody's. Okay, so what happens?
Today I almost gave a dad a heart attack.
Yeah?
Oh?
So I'm a cashier on Saturdays. I'm the head cashier, so I deal with pretty much all the customers. Right? Well, not all. Like, I have 2 other cashiers, but if the line is 3 people deep is when I have to call the second cashier, right? So I have to deal with everyone as fastly as possible, as much as possible. So I'm not always calling everyone to help me. But anyways, I was joking around, and I always joke around because it's so boring there. Not always, because you got to be fast, but and so this kid came up with his dad, and he was wearing a Pikachu shirt, and so I said to him, I said, do you speak English, or do you just speak Pikachu? Because if, Pika, that's what Pikachu says, right? That's all he says, and I think that's hilarious. And then I realized after they left, they were an Indian And I know, I bet for 1 second that father was like, "You racist," and then it was like I was making a joke about the character, right? Like it wasn't racism at all. But you know what I mean? The first thing was, "You speak English," right? So
Like,
I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure everything worked out.
It worked out a great unintentional subversion.
Yeah.
That was great.
Because I wasn't registering their color. I just wanted to make a joke that make the kid laugh, right?
Pika! What happens after the daiquiris? Are we going to continue with the flashback?
I mean, yeah, the daiquiris is just like the first image of like the whole story. They didn't just, well, I mean, they might have spent their entire relationship in hot tubs with daiquiris, you know, but I figured there was more to it.
Well, are we going to show like the good times? Or are we going to show like?
Oh, I thought I was showing the good times,
yeah,
and then you showed the big turn.
What if they're all trying to pull Armand in different directions? They're fighting over him.
Oh, and then they had to kick Armand out of the whole relationship as he was just too destabilizing.
Yes.
To save all their relationships with each other, they sacrificed each of their relationship with Armand.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's heartbreaking.
I know.
Okay, destabilizing. Is it E?
Destable.
Okay.
And then Ising. So yeah, there's an E before the I. I think.
Destabilizing? Yeah. Destabilizing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to type it in. Destabilizing. Destabilizing. No, there's no E.
Ah, okay.
Destabilizing. Yes,
So with this newfound freedom to draw, what's your big plan? You gonna start working on a story? You just gonna
I don't know.
Futz around for a bit until you get a groove going?
Definitely futz around for a bit. Yeah. Like, I don't really have a groove or anything for drawing yet. Like, when I'll get hit with an idea, and that'll motivate me.
For this caption, can you put flashback for me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm going to say he was too destabilizing to the group.
Yeah.
Or to the commune.
To the collective.
The collective? I like collective.
Okay, to the collective. He was too destabilizing
the collective of chameleons.
Because, you know, they're a communist polycule.
Yes. They call everyone comrade.
The comrade chameleons.
Yes, the comrade chameleons.
From the
collective.
No E, I think, so Scott, yeah. Okay, he was too destabilizing to the collective. So what I see is, Armand, like his eyes. And I see him being, like, literally pulled into these different directions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With chameleons. Chameleon.
Have you guys ever heard the story of the golden spruce?
The golden what?
Spruce?
I don't think so.
Like a tree?
Yeah, I read about it recently. It's pretty interesting. So, like, it's in BC, and it's a super rare instance where, like, the photosynthesis didn't really work. The tree is alive, but it's all yellowy gold.
Huh.
I don't remember the exact date. I want to say it was like in the 90s, maybe 98. A guy who was like an environmentalist, and I actually think he was like a professor too. of environmentalism. Like, yeah, I'm so bad with details. But anyways, he chopped it down, and the tree was like a revered talisman to the Haida-Gwaii people that lived in that area, like the first.
Yeah.
He was an environmentalist, and he chopped it down.
Yeah, his theory was like, you shouldn't care about just one tree. You should care about the whole forest. And so, his way of dealing with that was to destroy something that people cared so much about in the forest.
No.
I know. It's messed up. There was a book done about it, and I'm trying to find it so I can read it. But yeah, you can read articles about it. Just look up
wait,
really,
you destroyed part of the forest to save
the most important part.
Forest? It's like
I know.
It's like that guy had never seen Ferngully. Was Ferngully not made yet? About like there was the evil tree that you didn't want to cut into.
No, I can't.
And then there's the Ferngully
Although
this guy.
the evil tree had a really good singing voice
trees and stuff. So he wasn't very stable.
And really, anyone can declare themselves a conservationist.
It's true.
Doesn't mean they like.
Let me look this up so I can give you some actual facts instead of my horrible memory.
Okay, I got like 3 minutes to finish.
So like, there's a picture of the actual tree. It's literally was like yellow in a sea of green.
Oh, so he chopped down a very specific, like that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a sacred tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was.
So here, let me tell you.
Yeah, he was just being a jerk.
Yeah. This golden fruit was venerated by the Haida people. The tree contained a genetic mutation causing it to appear gold in color. It was felled by forest engineer Grant Hadwin.
He cut
the tree. This is what he said. He cut the tree down as a protest against the logging industry. While facing criminal charges for the act, he disappeared en route to his trial, and nobody has seen him since. And it happened in 1996-97.
So that's after Ferngully. The guy has no excuse.
I mean, that's why he disappeared. It was the forest fairies. They killed him.
You think the forest fairies
body into the woods?
Fairy size, and then
after cutting down the tree, he left the island for Prince Rupert, BC. He sent a fax to the media and the Haida Nation claiming responsibility for the act, saying that he was motivated by rage and hatred towards university-trained professionals and their extremist supporters.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, he was. I know it's crazy, but anyway, it's a cool story.
Yeah.
The Haida people are the ones who
Haida
had the totem poles.
Yeah, in BC. Yeah, I love their art a lot. To me, it's some of the most innovative, and like because a lot of First Nations art uses a lot of black ink. But I find that the Haida, I don't know why, if it's just because they're so thick, it's really distinctive in style, and it's interesting. The other people that are in that area too are the Salish, and they have a similar art style as well, right? But if you want to experience anything close to like what it was like living in those areas at that time, so I don't know how much you know about Canadian art, but we had a group of artists called the Group of Seven that were quite famous around the late 1800s, early 1900s. And they painted a lot of Canada. They're like severely revered, like hardcore revered. And during that same time out in BC was an artist named Emily Carr. And she's kind of considered an honorary Group of Seven. And she lived by herself, and she lived in a trailer, and she lived in the woods of British Columbia. And she was a white woman. She had a monkey for a pet. And she was a very interesting lady. And her art is probably the first time where I've seen people paint nature and you can actually feel the soul of the nature you're looking at as you look at her painting. Like she would be deep in the BC forest, and she would paint these like stirring, but yet peaceful at times. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, you really have to see her art. Just gorgeous paintings of trees, like just tall guardians, just dark colors and bright greens and
like really moody character
like
to the trees.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, like you can tell like the mood and caricature of the trees.
Yeah, like essentially, but also just how like the forest felt where she was painting. Like she was, I don't know, like she, like as a Canadian kid, like you take art classes in school, right? And those artists are kind of bludgeoned over your head with. And there's a lot of artists that they don't talk about. Like when I was an adult going to Emily Carr, they named the art school in Vancouver Emily Carr. And I learned about the ladies of Beaver Hall, and they were a group of female painters at the same time. A group of 7 were just as talented, if not more. But because they were women and wives, nobody really talked about them, and mothers, you know. So, the fact that Emily Carr is revered, but also kind of part of that group where you're just like, these are Canadian artists, you must love them. But then when I moved to Vancouver, they have a lot of her work in the art gallery there, and which ironically is called the VAG, the Vancouver Art Gallery.
That's awesome.
It is. Especially when I tell you the first time I went, the exhibit I saw was insane.
Oh,
this was in 1995.
Was it Georgia O'Keeffe?
That's
no, but it's similar-ish. This was 1995, and this woman had a series of glass cases, and in them, she had asked her friends to send their used tampons and menstrual pads. And so in these glass cases, tampons and menstrual, and I was like, this basically had lived in small town Ontario for 3 years, and I was like, what am I looking at? But I love the Vancouver Art Gallery. It does a lot of amazing, excellent things. And yeah, being able to see Emily Carr's work in person changed everything, and how I respected her and how I felt about her work.
Did she paint in oil or acrylic?
Oil.
Yeah, there's a lot of light variation with oil that you can only see in person. You know, acrylic tends to photograph better because acrylic is plastic, right? So when it dries as plastic, and that yellow is always that yellow. But oil, because it never fully dries, depending on what light is hitting it at what time of day, will change what it looks like. And that's one of the reasons why Kincaid, I hate Kincaid, but people would call him the painter of light, right? And he was using a romantic technique of learning from chiaroscuro, which was a Renaissance technique that Da Vinci created, right? Where you start with black and then you paint the light up from the black, right? Well, when you're using oil, you can still see those darker colors behind it. And if you start with like stark white behind, and then you put black in oil, and then you paint up from the black to white, which was the romantic addition to it, of having that white underneath, those little white flecks get caught by light, like overhead light in the paint through the black of the oil. So when you lower the light, it looks like natural light. And that only happens with oil. And so I gotta put you in the big window. Big window. That's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't do it justice. Like, her work is almost haunting, you know?
I'll have to check it out. You'll have to send me some of your favorite pieces and stuff. We're technically over time, but I'm gonna finish this panel. And you're welcome to stay with us if you want, Teague, but you are to go if you want, Teague. I'm not going to force you to stay.
No, I can hang out and finish this one.
Okay. Yeah, but I just, you know, I understand that everybody has a life, and I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
kidnap you forever, you know.
No worries.
I love kidnapping you, but I don't want to do it forever.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd get exhausting.
Yeah.
The other thing that was cool about Emily Carr is she was like a hardcore feminist. You know, she lived on our own in the trailer, and she was true to her paintings. And this was like in the early 1900s, right? Late 1800s. Yeah. So out in BC, it was almost like the Wild West at that point. You know what I mean? Because it was still pretty uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people were coming through BC, were going up to Alaska for the gold rush.
Yeah, there's still the gold rush going on. The end of the Wild West in America. What killed the Wild West was the creation of the Los Angeles Police Force in, I want to say 1901, 1902, because they were the first law in the West. That, besides marshals, they had marshals, but, you know, they only had like maybe 6 marshals for the whole West.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why, you know, when they're like, you know, we make the law around here in old Western movies. And here's another interesting thing about the West is that it only lasted for like 30 years.
Huh.
Yeah. Like the gold rush only lasted for like maybe 30 or 40 years. Yeah. And the Yukon territories, like up in that area, British Columbia and, north of British Columbia, east of Alaska, and even into Alaska, because I think it was still a territory at that time. They had more rushes going up into the 1940s beyond just gold. They had like silver, copper. There was an oil rush. There was like a lot in the Yukon Territory. People were making money in the Yukon Territory up into the 1940s.
And like, our cops at that point were the RCMP, the Mounties, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
You guys still have Mounties, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I'm
they're
like
kind of like they're sort of a little like your FBI, you could say, because they're like
really.
Yeah, they're like a police force that exists in every city, but they're sort of like an overarching national police force.
I always saw them as kind of like U.S. Marshals in that regard.
I guess they are, because we have our own secret service too.
Yeah,
called CSIS. So to me, I'd compare them to like the CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like your new prime minister?
He's a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah.
He's way more conservative than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
He's a very conservative liberal leader.
So
he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
I voted for him, A, because there was no Green Party member to vote for out in my area. But B, because I felt we needed someone strong enough to take on Trump, and I think he's done a pretty good job of that. And he's also doing a really good job at creating relationships with other countries for trade reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just reading an article about how he's currently trying to woo some European businesses and getting them to kind of do some, I think it's wireless stuff in the North Canada, in the Arctic regions. And the article was interesting because they were talking about how, like, you know, a couple of years ago it'd be completely unheard of that Canada would be completely ignoring the United States as far as those kind of relationships go, business relationships go. But that's the state of the world now. When people, like, when governments act unstable, other governments don't want to be in business with you. Like, that's just the way it is.
I heard that because of the kind of boycott on American goods up in Canada, Canadian whiskey profits have shot through the roof.
Well, when you guys first started, well, not, I shouldn't say you guys. I should say that when the government started saying stuff, the first thing we did is took American booze, all the booze off the shelves. Not just
I
whiskey.
remember that. Specifically
and
the
people,
Kentucky
like
whiskey.
a lot of, because our, like, at least in Ontario for sure, I forget in the other provinces, but in Ontario for sure, the majority of the alcohol is sold by the government. We have the LCBO only recently has the conservative premier, the guy that runs the province, Doug Ford, you know.
Doug, I've heard of Doug Ford.
Yes.
Is that the guy?
I don't know
that
why
spoke
he
back?
decided this. I don't know who it benefits, but he decided that alcohol will now be sold, like beer and wine can now be sold in corner stores and grocery stores. That's how it is in Montreal and in Quebec. Like in Quebec, they have that too. But I don't know. Like it was revenue for the government, which seems kind of dumb to get rid of when you're operating in a deficit. You need. You know what I mean? You always need money.
Well,
but if you're
means that you're
and our
probably
government
listening to like the liquor companies that want to make more money
Yeah.
rather than the government. And the liquor companies probably make more money from those direct sales through like grocery stores than through the government stores.
Yeah. Well, he is a conservative, and so his main focus is big business.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just silly that he wasted a lot of money on that when there's so many other things we're more concerned about. But yeah, it's Canada. Canada's chugging along. I mean, our prices are going through the roof too. Like our meat's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was just in Canadian Tire. That's like it's like a home hardware or Home Depot.
Yeah, I know Canadian Tire. Yeah.
And so I was looking at a heater that I bought last year for $40 is now $57. That's like in 1 year. It's crazy. But as my friend was saying, you know, when you start thinking about how like all these parts now have all these extra tariffs, taxes, whatever on them, that's why things are going up like that. It makes sense. But yeah, it's crazy when you think about it.
So I'm gonna call this panel done. Teague, you can take time with your panel, just get it to me, you know, within like 2 days or whatever. And we are like 15 minutes over, so I'm gonna.
You know, I gotta say, these snowballs are wicked awesome.
Awesome. Yeah,
I think you
are
probably
they like
have something similar because it's the marshmallow. It's like a soft marshmallow. You know?
Yeah, the snowballs that Little Debbie makes, I'm not a big fan of. You know, like I kind of like homemade snowballs. But
well, I love these. These are delicious. They're like the marshmallow is really, really soft, and then there's a little hard chocolate covering, which is thin, and then it's all coconut.
Nice.
Yeah.
So everybody in chat, thank you everybody in chat for hanging out and being with us and
I haven't had anyone respond after Scott corrected your spelling.
No, they may not have responded. You know, they could just be watching and hanging out and enjoying the conversation. You know,
everybody's quiet.
No pressure on the chat.
But thank you everyone in chat. Let me close up the art.
I think I was more worried that there was something wrong at my end than giving.
No, it's not you.
Do your job, chat.
Out Teague's panel because that looks awesome of them kissing each other in the back there. I love that. Yeah, with the hot tub. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
You should put Eddie Murphy in the background in the hot tub.
So I'm gonna close up the art.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks for joining us, Teague.
He's given us some waves, and thank you very much, Teague. I love and appreciate you as an artist and as a friend and a dog trainer and a caricature artist and just cool, fun, interesting guy. And thank you very much for joining us this evening to draw polyamorous chameleons fighting over Armand. And I shall see you in the future. And I'm gonna put you down. And then Miss Robin, thank you so much for joining us.
Adios, everybody.
Yep. And then actually let me open back up Teague. I'm gonna open back up Teague. Okay, there, Teague.
Hello there.
And then what I'll do is I'll put up end credits and we can all say goodbye. Bye everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.